Ever since Daniel Craig announced his retirement and the end of his reign as James Bond, the question has been on every movie fan's mind, who is going to be the next James Bond? Now, we've got a little bit before we get the next James Bond movie, but there are a lot of speculation and rumors coming out of who is going to be the new James Bond. Who's going to take that mantle from Daniel Craig? And it looks like, according to The Sun, a British magazine or a British article, it looks like the Broccoli family and James Bond has their eyes set on Aaron Taylor Johnson. This comes to us from The Sun. Eon Productions, which makes the spy thriller films, is on course to start shooting this year. A source said that Bond is Aaron's job should he wish to accept it. The formal offer is on the table and they are waiting to hear back. As far as Eon is concerned, Aaron is going to sign his contract in the coming days and they can start preparing for the big announcement. The next Bond movie had been delayed because of last year's Hollywood strikes. That comes to us from The Sun. Now, look, Aaron Taylor Johnson as James Bond, I ain't got no problem with that. I think he would be a great James Bond. I think he has the look. I think he has the charm. I think he can bring the personality. I think he can bring the action. I think that he would fit very well in the 007 lineup. And honestly, when you hear this announcement, like Aaron Taylor Johnson is James Bond, he's not someone that I immediately go to, that I immediately think of as James Bond, but it fits. It feels like it works. And also, because he isn't the go-to name, it kind of makes it even more... It just feels more in line with the rest of the James Bond casting legacies. I think that this would be great, and this would definitely shoot his career into the stratosphere. However, as many people are running with this as fact and confirming that Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to be our next Bond, it is not confirmed. It is very much a rumor, and one of the outlets who is debunking this rumor is the BBC, because the BBC also wrote an article about Aaron Taylor Johnson as James Bond, and theirs went a little bit different. The BBC has approached Taylor Johnson. Eon Productions, which makes the Bond films, has said that they don't comment on speculation. However, a production insider has told the BBC News that there is no truth in the rumors. There has been speculation over the role for some time. Taylor Johnson recently told Numero magazine he found it charming and wonderful that people see him in that role. When asked about the rumors naming him as the next Bond, I take it as a great compliment, he added, and that comes to us from the BBC. All right, so playing a little chord there at the end, Aaron Taylor Johnson not saying yes, not saying no, just it's a nice compliment. So bottom line is the new James Bond cast? Is the new James Bond Aaron Taylor Johnson? No. No, it's not. It's not. And the fact that these two articles are conflicting with each other, that they don't have their facts straight. There's a source saying that that's not true. The Sun is saying, oh, we heard it's happening. I don't even think the next James Bond would be written. I don't even think the next James Bond would be ready to go into, like, it says that it was delayed because of the Hollywood strikes, but I don't think that that's true. I don't think that they were necessarily getting a new James Bond movie up and running this quickly. I think they wanted to take some time off and find the casting, if I remember from previous articles and previous stories in the past. But the bottom line is, James Bond, is he cast? No. Could it be Aaron Taylor Johnson? It very well could. I mean, Aaron Taylor Johnson didn't say no, right? He didn't say no. He didn't say yes. The Sun's saying it's confirmed. BBC is saying they got a source saying it's not. But would I be interested? Would I accept an Aaron Taylor Johnson James Bond? Honestly, yes, I would. I think he's a great pick. And for James Bond, you want an actor who can take on the role for 10, 15 years. I think Daniel Craig did it for 15 years. You want an actor who has that longevity. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson is the right age. I think he has the right physicality. And I think that he is someone who could carry this franchise into a decade or two. So, great pick, not confirmed, but I would be happy if this ended up being fact. Well, thank you very much for checking out this clip from our live show that we do every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time called Zach Milne Talks Live. If you like talking movies, if you like talking movie news, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button before you leave? We do that on this channel all the time. But if you still need some time before you fully commit, you can check out the full video this clip is from right here, and you can check out another video over here. The subscribe button's right here.